who serves someone else's agenda. That includes Tucker Carlson, who remains, and as I have said before, always will be a close friend of the Heritage Foundation.
Well, that created backlash within the organization, with its chief of staff resigning and one senior staff member saying most of Kevin Roberts' colleagues are disgusted and that he's lost control of Heritage. Apparently, he got the message yesterday telling a staff meeting that he made a mistake and that he's sorry. Here's more of why Nick Fuentes is such an outlier among conservatives.
Jews are running society. Women need to shut the up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. And we would live in paradise.
Lots to talk about. Former Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger and Xochitl Hinojosa, former communications director for the Democratic National Committee. Congressman, I don't understand why it's a difficult question at all. I would think all Republicans would condemn Nick Fuentes' hateful comments, full stop.
Yeah, you'd think. But remember, Donald Trump invited him to Mar-a-Lago to have lunch with him and Kanye. Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, look, there's always been, we'd have Lincoln Day dinners, right? This is like the big fundraisers for the GOP, and there'd always be a weird table, and the weird table would always have one or two people that were kind of like Nazi-ish, I guess. And that firewall, for the most part, in the GOP held, where it's like, yeah, they may be considered to the right, but they're not part of us. It feels like that firewall is crumbling. And you hear sometimes people on the right say, we have no enemies to the right. And what they're saying is anybody that is on the right, even as far as Nazism, we have no enemies. We have to make common cause. The ultimate enemy is the left and the liberals. And so the fact that it has taken Kevin, the Heritage Foundation president or chairman, whatever, as long as it has to condemn that, is enough to say, like, that firewall is crumbling. Now, kudos to the Republicans, and I'll give Ted Cruz something here for speaking out as quickly as they did on this, some of them. But this has to be burned right out of the party, and unfortunately, it's taking too long to do that.
Sochi, Megyn Kelly asked Tucker Carlson what he would say to those who question why he didn't press Fuentes on his more inflammatory statements. I want to play some of his response.
Do your own interview the way that you want to do it. You're not my editor. Buzz off. I mean, I don't know. You want to go yell at Nick Fuentes? I'll give you his cell. Call him and go sit and yell at him and feel virtuous or whatever. I don't need to prove that I'm a good person to you. You may think I'm a terrible person. Okay, I'm just doing my thing, which is I want to understand what people think. And I'm committed to that. And if you don't like it, don't watch.
Nick Fuentes has been banned from YouTube, some other social platforms. Do you think he would have the audience that he does without someone like Tucker Carlson? I mean, Tucker Carlson certainly amplifies his audience.